23. I have 47 damage here. That's my count. $30. Should you sing ritual potion during cultist sight make them think you're one of them? Probably. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jerry, hold on. She's cool. Oh, the YouTube stream's back. I did it. The troubleshooting steps were try restarting it, it didn't work, try restarting it, it didn't work, and then try restarting it, it did work. So, we can remember that for next time. Kunai. It's a bit of a wild run right now. Let's take one backstab over a choke. Blade Dance upgrade, kinda good. Finisher upgrade, also kinda good. I'm gonna go Finisher because of how bad Lagavulin is. Oh yeah, somebody lied about boot first. What the hell? What's up with that? Feel deeply betrayed. Sorry, I'm just trying to work out how I play the game. Feels like Gambler's Brew for 5 is pretty good. Gambler's Brew for 7 doesn't really work. This is strange. We just wait. Yeah. War Paint. Okay, so second Blade Dance with Kunai Finisher. Pretty good. There's also a Terror. So there is another card to consider here this time. My deck's so sleek. I don't want to take the Terror. All right. Upgrade, Terror, upgrade, Gamble, upgrade, Neutralize, Rest, Rest also okay. some work. Jacobian, thanks for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Escape plan is very, very, very good here. Acrobatics is also very good here. Interesting. I have a cultist potion again. Am I listening to Norwegian music? Maybe. I don't know. I don't speak Norwegian, so... If you don't know, I don't know. If I kill a slime boss on turn 1, how will I get value from this cultist potion? Kinda want to upgrade Adrenaline. Upgrading Adrenaline never really gets bad. It's just like upgrading Acro or Gamble could be better for late game. Nautical Insanity, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. I'm glad you liked it, Diane. You have faith that Storm of Steel will return. Look to me in the east on the morning of the 4th day. It's kind of hard to go wrong with any option there. Okay, is it dead? It's gotta be dead, right? I really don't want to take Wraith form. My actual strong inclination right now is to skip. But that is probably not right. So I should probably not do that. Now these cards make my deck clearly better at the thing it's doing. The problem is there are other things I could do by the end of the game which would be stronger than this. And some of these cards make my deck better at doing that thing. Sad. What if I deck 1000 Cuts, which is arguably the worst card here, but is the most thematic. Yeah. Fuck it. We don't get to play this game for that much longer. Let's click the cards that seem fun instead of Wraith form. Black Star's probably good. Delden, thanks for the 50 months. Appreciate it. I think I like Black Star more than Wristblade there. Wristblade would have been my second option, I think, over Philostone. Just barely. What happened? The worst hand I've had in, like, honestly, the entire run almost. Hello? Sneaky Strike, vaguely interesting. Have I been this excited for a game release since Elden Ring? Elden Ring was a pretty big deal. As a person who had never played a Dark Souls, even I was like very aware that Elden Ring was coming out. Fuck! Why would you do this to me? Being personally attacked by the game. Why would you offer me Catalyst Plus here? I'm having such a good time. Why do you want to take that away from me? No, I'm gonna skip it. I might card remove over Orrery. Slightly ludicrous thing to do. If I'm not taking any of the good cards anyway, what's the point of seeing card rewards? Feels like a reasonable question. Ow. Seems like a strong character. I guess you probably don't always get her best synergies like these every run. Use the potion. Ooh, Blur? Blur's kind of fun. Do I need that for some reason? I just take an upgrade. I didn't draw finisher. In Venom! Holy shit. It's over. Imagine if this was the only run of Silent you'd ever seen. Imagine if I had Catalyst. I imagine if I have Catalyst quite often, actually. Oi! Get stud. Bronze scales. Aurichalcum. I can break Aurichalcum using Blur. Combo. You remember me rocking decks like this back at Ascension 15 when there was no heart? Me too. That was a long time ago. Another Blade Dance? So I kind of don't want to take another Blade Dance. Maybe we can justify 2. It is a very good deck for Blade Dance, isn't it? Yes, it's a very good Blade Dance deck. Alright. No more though. Oh, wait. Ornamental Fan? Okay, maybe more. I didn't know I was going to get Ornamental Fan. Not my fault. It goes to Ascension 21, the Spire could legally drink. Is that how the law works? Good to know. Fuck. Actually don't think I meant to take that many Blade Dances here. Dodge and Roll's kind of an interesting card. I'm good with skipping though. Plus dexterity from Blade Dance, really good. It would be if I drew cards which benefited from dexterity every turn, but it isn't if I draw only Blade Dance every turn. Kinda weird to gamble that starting hand away. Here we are, being weird. Cards link a dodge and roll. I thought about the dodge and roll. For sure. Also thought about deflect a couple of times. Oh. 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 How dare they? Oh, nobody cares about paper crayon? Come on. That's not why we're here today. Bye-bye. Be strong. Be strong. All right. Duplication potion, doppelgangers, kind of a thing. Should look for terror, I guess. I should have just not done it, so I couldn't draw finisher, because it's embarrassing if I draw finisher there. Okay, the next card was terror. Acrobatics! Okay, we take that one. We can upgrade Gamble now. Any Cerebralis in this playlist? Maybe? I don't know, it's just internet radio. But I could see it, I suppose. Anyone else an unhealthy amount excited? I think I'm probably excited a healthy amount. Oh, hi finisher. Cunning potion, decent. I could take a tools. It's a bit slow. Something a little bit slow that make sure I beat the boss fights isn't a terrible idea here. It doesn't really make sure I beat the boss fights either. That's like another thing. 4 AoE damage per card. Geez, when you say it like that. Yeah. Would it be 2,000 cuts or 1,500 cuts? Maybe it scales differently, like exponentially or something. This isn't really 3 energy silent. We've got an adrenaline plus. Aww. Who would win? Silent or one spiky boy? Do you think Spiker is a boy? Not anymore. Now it's dead. Footwork plus. I kind of like, I mean, I don't know. That's kind of a good card. Orichalcum generated at any block. 6! 0.2 per turn. That's not that bad. I mean, it's pretty bad. I don't know if Entropic Brew is better than my current potions, even with Toil Ornithopter, which is kind of wild. Current potions seem very good. I'll take it over Cunning Potion, but I'm not convinced. Might be wrong. One Piercing Whale. Feels like not a terrible idea to have a Piercing Whale. It is a common. I'll get offered one for free, right? The boot is here. Good to know. I could remove Finisher. Probably shouldn't remove Finisher, but I could remove Finisher. Twin Fox, thanks for the 15 months. Appreciate it. It is Madonna. Yeah. Hi, Adrenaline. How are you? Jogamon, thanks for the prime, appreciate it. You would call this deck emaciated. Wow. It's like very charged language. There were a lot of other ways to win this seed very easily. I think I might have chosen one of the harder ones, actually. So ready for Slay the Spire 2? Me too. Same here. I'm streaming for 42 hours and then streaming for another 24 hours. Friend? I am older than like exactly 23. I think if I were younger than 23 I couldn't do that, and if I was older than 23 I couldn't do it. If I were exactly 23, maybe. 23 was kind of a... If you're 23 right now and you're not like taking advantage of it, you gotta take advantage of it, alright? What should you do? I don't know, like... cliff diving, maybe? Whatever you want to. Become a pro athlete? Really could do anything. After image wouldn't be terrible here. Neither would a way to gain energy. Concentrate, for example. Awkward. I just take a bunch of damage. It's fine. So I don't have the boot? I'm gonna slam some melatonin and sleep for 36 hours. Good luck. If you could fast forward time like that, how often would you do it? I can think of times in my life where I would have been okay with fast forwarding a week or something like that. I am being forced to not click on noxious fumes. A thing so, like, innately opposed to my nature that I feel deep discomfort as I consider it. I'm gonna keep Cultist Potion for Time Eater. So I guess I'm getting rid of Duplication Potion. Let's get rid of this, actually. That way it gives me 5 health. That's, like, fine. Should recall, probably. Might want to upgrade a Tactician. You would have used it to skip the Adam Sandler movie? That's... I respect that. I don't think even Adam Sandler thinks most of Adam Sandler's movies are good. Which, like, I respect him for, to be clear. Nothing wrong with fucking off to an island with your friends for a while and coming back with a movie made. Hey, Radical Taoist! Not that island. No, not that island. Sometimes people watch movies in the cinema and don't have the ability to control how fast things go. Although I don't know if the Adam Sandler movie we were talking about made it to cinematic release. Definitely not guaranteed, I guess. Imagine being like a baby oil salesman or something. Probably used to be a pretty frictionless life. And then it all changed in a moment. Deflect? I might take one deflect at this point. I still haven't found energy, and I have triple acro. And a bunch of dexterity. I don't know if any of that was right. Said I wanted Cultist Pot for Time Eater. I'm gonna stick with that. casting yourself as the hero who wears baggy basketball shorts and yet Salma Hayek still wants to kiss you. Like, on the one hand, yes. On the other hand, like, humans do like kissing each other. Would I kiss Chad? No. Well, mostly no. Would I kiss Adam Sandler, though? Is, I believe, the important question here. Kissing is a government psyop to make people fall in love and have babies. Oh no. Not the fucking government again. Thank you, Zenpai, for the 6 months. Appreciate it. That one does not work at all. That sub alert. It's a good attempt, though. I should probably take after image. I don't actually spam that many cards. I kind of don't want to. I kind of want a card remove. Card remove or after image? Like if card remove lets me play deflect more often, that just block for more than after image does? I don't know. I'm gonna take after image. There are probably ways for after image to get better, whereas card remove, it's kind of like limited how good that can really be from here. $12 plus 32. Yeah. You kissed someone and now you're a dad. Beware. I'm afraid. Do you have any jokes? Can I realistically get more than this in the next shop? I don't really think so. Just remove something and get an upgrade. Not sure what to remove. It could be finisher. Remove this one. Baylor is rated with exactly 666 raiders. Immensely on brand. How's it going, everyone? I too am excited. We're playing this silent run. The thing that you just saw happened has been happening quite a lot recently. I have been offered a Wraith form and 2 upgraded catalysts, and I decided, since this game is being superseded by a sequel in 2 days, I get to just click on the cards that are fun instead of taking those. So, here we are. That's what we're up to. You're hyped to stack a vulnerable on Cloud? I mean, I'm going to try it. A thing that I haven't decided yet is how long I'm going to give the strategies that seem like a lot of fun a chance before I try to actually play well. There are some cards in that card catalog that look very fun to play and also very dubious in strength. Anyway, it should be an excellent time. If you just have 2 calculated gambles and you play Acrobatics, Blade Dance, Deflect. I wish I had just any card that gave energy. Yeah, I should have saved enough money to buy a card that gained energy, shouldn't I? That's my bad. I might lose the run because of that. I'll probably be okay. Will Slay the Spire 2 be harder? Slay the Spire 1. My opinion, 3 questions like that is always that these games are all like impossibly difficult. So they're all kind of the same amount of impossible, in my opinion. Nobody's really like solving Slay the Spire such that they're playing every turn perfectly or anything like that. Spirebird is close. Spirebird will not be playing Slay the Spire perfectly either. Okay, I don't think Awakened One will be troubling us through Kunai from here. I did not expect that Spirebird might end up with more fans than me. Maybe I need to stop building this project. Spirebird, for those of you who don't know, is like if you know chess engines, I'm trying to make essentially a chess engine that plays Slay the Spire instead of chess. It's very bad at the game. I give it 3 free damage per turn, and I think something like 50,000 health, and its win rate at Ascension 20 is about 55% right now. Ramplov, thanks for the 30 months. Appreciate it. That's better than Twitch chat. I think if Twitch chat had 59,000 health or whatever, you'd probably win every time. I just think, well, you might enter Wrath against Hexaghost sometimes actually, but I think most of the time you would win. What does it do? A lot of its losses are to failing to pick up the green key before it reaches the end of Act 3. A lot of its losses are to not killing Donu Deka fast enough before they have so much Metallicize that it can never deal damage to them. That's most of it. Blasphemy kills it. It has a 0% win rate after taking Blasphemy. Did I program the Spire part? I used the source code and took all the graphics out of it. The program's playing Ascension 20 because I told it to play Ascension 20, not because it reached Ascension 20. Is what it feels like to be replaced by AI. I'm replacing myself by AI. Who would watch my stream when they can watch the strictly superior neural network playing the game? Remember to pick up the red key. It worked out how to pick up the red key and the sapphire key consistently very quickly. The problem with picking up the green key is not that it gets offered it and doesn't pick it up, it's that it hasn't learned how to pathfind on the map yet. Which is like, I don't know. If you were told that you were playing a new game and you opened it and what you saw was 19 million different numbers between 0 and 1, I feel like it could take a while for you to work out how to navigate the map. I feel like that's like kind of reasonable. It does not stream now. Being far too kind to it. I have a certain affection for it. This morning I was looking at its most picked cards, and its two most picked cards were the Bomb and Mind Blast. And like, it's just hard not to find that adorable. I don't know. I am concerned that this fight is going to go poorly. Did I program it to click a bunch when it's thinking? That's probably why it loses. I didn't do that. Yeah. Did I start from an implementation for Go or chess? I'm using PyTorch, which is a Python library, which does neural network stuff. Which I believe is an implementation of chess.com's chess engine baby, but I might be wrong about that. I know chess.com's chess engine is called Torch. So that is the entire reason that I think that might be true. It's possible that something else is happening for sure. I'm gonna write an academic paper. I'm an internet streamer. I will not be doing that. PyTorch is from Facebook. Okay, that sounds believable. I don't know. I wonder if chess.com used it to make their chess engine then. And that's why their chess engine is called Torch. I'm a bit concerned that Time Eater is just gonna kill me here. Slimed is not a very good card. I think I have to aggro. Chess.com uses Stockfish. Fascinating. I definitely read a thing saying that they used an engine called Torch, but maybe the thing I read was wrong. I don't know. Who knows? The internet's a strange place these days. They do have an engine called Torch. Okay. Well, Twitch chat, you're telling me a lot of different things, and they're not all agreeing with each other right now. It's for tournaments and stuff. Oh, so it's not for, like, users to use or whatever. Gotcha. A little bit concerned that if I calculated gamble into slimed blade dance, I just lose the run. Glad I kept that potion for this. I think I just kind of accept that I lose the run if that happens. Oi. Members can now use the Torch chess engine on our analysis page. Torch is the new engine developed by chess.com team that has quickly risen to the top of the chess engine rankings. Developed in less than 8 months, Torch has been taken the #2 spot from Leela. It's kind of weird if Meta has a machine learning library called Torch and they have done that, not using that library, right? That would be confusing. I don't know. Maybe they're just being confusing though. I guess that's allowed. I have 11 strength. Time Eater has a lot of strength too though. No one tell Jorbs about JavaScript. I would prefer not to hear about JavaScript. I keep on looking at this duplication potion and like I'm pretty sure I need it for next act. But I sure keep on looking at it. There have been a lot of good duplication potion moments in this here fight. They release a minimal version. Would it be Torchlight? Maybe. I think I'm okay. That was a terrifying fight. I feel very good about the Cultist Potion decision. I also feel okay about the Duplication Potion decision. I feel good about the Tools of the Trade decision. I feel like broadly good about the decisions that I made that got me here today. If I would live my life again, knowing what I know now, would I change anything? There are some meals where I would have ordered a different thing. That's probably it. I think otherwise I've done everything perfectly. Could have bought Bitcoin in 2010. I don't, like... I have enough money. Like, I'm living a comfortable life. I have shelter and food and can afford to do things with my friends. So a lot of the time when people like are thinking about that question, they're like, I could have made millions of dollars. Like, why? I don't know if that's good. I don't... Yeah. I stream if I didn't need more money? Probably. Is this the Hunger Games song? I think it is. We could upgrade Neutralize. Not a terrible idea. I feel like Neutralize saves me more than health. Probably. Get the power to go back in time, you try to make it so Bitcoin crashed rather than buying it. Yeah. Okay, so there you go. I could have saved my money not taking a card remove and had a tactician right now. Alright. I no longer I'm reassessing that thing I just said about having no regrets. Turns out actually. I sure didn't draw Blur. Goal there was to draw Blur. It's like Finisher and Blade Dance both give me dexterity, so I get to just do the one that deals more damage. That's nice. I think I do this. Hey, exactly full blocked. Sometimes you just play correctly and it pays off. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Do I prefer Protoss, Zerg, or Terran? From like a trying to win perspective or from like a flavor perspective? The problem with StarCraft is that Zerg is impossibly broken and they don't update the game anymore, so they're limited on how many things they can do to control that. That is my StarCraft opinion. We're close to soft locking here, but 1,000 cuts. Not slightly close. I also have bronze scales, for what it's worth. Alright, one spire shield left. Reddit told you Zerg is weak. Reddit says a lot of stuff. I can't tell if Reddit is mostly chatbots or if people just talk like they're chatbots now. It could also be both. Get him, 1,000 cuts! Almost. Nearly. It's definitely not a fast kill of Spire Shield. It's like Reddit has always talked like that. And chatbots are just imitating Reddit. Interesting. That is a very, like, compelling answer. It's very neat. There you go. If I hadn't taken 1,000 cuts, if instead I'd taken Wraith Form, just dead. Just dead. No possible way I could have won this fight. No sources of damage offered in the entire seed. Noxious Fumes, you say? Catalyst Plus, you say? I know not of what you speak. Power Potion. Interesting. Adrenaline sure looks like a good card here. Dodge and Roll isn't bad. Dodge and Roll's kind of good. I might take a Dodge and Roll over Adrenaline. If you ask Chatbot's advice for tuning your car in GT7, it recommends a tune from shitpost you made in 2023. It was the worst tuned car possible. Yeah. For a while, it hasn't happened in a bit, but for a while people would ask me to like play a run of Slay the Spire where I did what the chatbot did. And it was disconcerting how much the chatbot talked like it was me. While simultaneously being completely wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what it said, to be honest. Holding neutralize until next turn kind of makes sense. If I do that, I don't get dexterity from it, though. I think this is fine. We'll dodge and roll until next turn. Just dodge and roll. Last time I did it on stream, told me to play cards that weren't in my deck. Sometimes that's just the kind of out-of-the-box thinking that you need to succeed in the cutthroat world of a game like Slay the Spire. What do we think? 14 block that turn, 14 block next turn? Was that better than Adrenaline? I feel like it might have been. I feel like that was kind of a big deal. In terms of like winning the run, stuff like that, if that's even important these days. And I managed to draw my neutralize again. Awesome. Do I want to draw 2 cards or just play deflect? I don't know. I'll draw 1 card. Blur? Defend. That works too. Some dodges and rolls again? I should work out how to deal damage, like, soon. Yeah. I do not outscale this enemy. Do we put 1,000 cuts in play right now? Run scales does not kill it. Certainly not before it kills me. But bronze scales scales. Well done. Beautiful stuff. Guess I should have done that before playing my block cards. Spire Bird, kill the heart before it hits 999 times 15. Well, 999 times 15 doesn't kill you if you have 59,000 health, so that's helpful. It actually does pretty well against the heart. I don't see it lose to the heart very often. I wonder if my implementation of the heart's wrong, because it feels like it should actually lose sometimes to the heart, and I don't remember seeing that happen. There's definitely some stuff where I tried to replicate the source code without the graphics, but maybe I got some things in there not working properly. I don't know. I made it so hard to win this run for myself. I think maybe I've won anyway. This run should not have been this hard to win. What sort of strategies does it go for? That's a very generous question. I don't know if strategy is the word that should be getting used for what it does. This now, probably. Alright. I'm dead? I'm not dead? Game's playing with my heart right now. Oh, escape plan hit. Huge. Alright, as long as I survive this turn and next turn, I win. I'm playing with the game's heart, I suppose, is what's actually happening. Just standard perfect play. What can I say? Nice. You're struggling with the machine guy. Would that be defect? If so, you're in luck. Defect is next in the rotation. Where did this inflection? Like floor 6, probably? That was a very, very iffy boss gauntlet. Do I die without the late deflect? 1,000,000,000% yes. I die without the late deflect, I also die without the dodge and roll. There were other things I could have gotten. I went the entire run without finding a way to make energy. Was the afterimage worth it? Oh yeah. I also die without the afterimage very easily. MD22. And I also skip Wraith form. Look. Could I have taken Wraith form? Maybe. I found a tactician but didn't put it in my deck. Are you talking about the one in the shop which I couldn't afford? That was a, like, real mistake that I made. Should not have spent all my gold on a card remove at the event. So would have died if I used duplication potion on Time Eater. Yep. Wakami Damaru. Thanks for the 19 months. Appreciate it. Certainly might have. I don't know. I could also have played, like, Act 4 a little tighter. Especially at the heart fight. I was pretty haphazard with things like reshuffles. Where are the shops? 100 gold go here? I still get 2 elites in the act. That's kind of weird. I don't like rare card very much on defect. Right? I like rare relic, but I don't like rare card. I'm pretty sure that's true. Why? Don't love it. What are the bad rare hits? Most of them. Most of defects rares are much better later in the game. Like Fission, Seek. Even Electrodynamics seems like it would be good early, but is much stronger later. Like, Electrodynamics comes into its own in Act 2. It isn't actually that good in Act 1. Unless you're fighting Slime Boss. Am I fighting Slime Boss? I'm fighting Guardian, right? Yeah. Take a compile driver or a static discharge. It just say I was fighting Guardian. Let's try valuing static discharge a little bit higher than I have been. What do I say is the most commonly overrated defect card? I never know what to say to that because I don't, like, by whom I, like, I don't know. By you? By... I don't feel like I have a clear understanding of what other people all think about the characters. Can't really tell you my, like, criticisms of how other people think, because I don't even know to begin with. And even if I did know, like, oh, people are allowed to think other things. Everybody rates Claw as the #1 defect card. Sounds correct. I believe the question was about overrated cards, not correctly rated cards. Should I take Scrape in case I get offered Claw? At some point I decided, for some reason, that I was taking an elite fight on the way to my shop. Some regrets at the moment about that. But review was good. I'm about to take a lot of damage. um... Here it comes. Easy. No big deal, no big deal. Maybe just an FTL. Gonna be resting, I guess. That's a hard pool fight. And I am of the opinion that weak Gremlin, but plus Gremlin Wizard is actually the worst defect fight in Act 1. Defect's uniquely bad at that fight because so much of your damage is random target. Rip and Terror didn't help much. I could take a cool-headed, it's like okay. It's good with static discharge. Have 100 gold? Man. Okay. Run scales? Yield ticket. Taking orange pellets is defect. Very exciting. Sure, it's right. But the other things don't look very good either. Shield Wizard also bad because your damage may go into the shield and do nothing. Yeah, like double weak Gremlin, Gremlin Wizard, Shield Wizard might literally be the worst form for a defect. Seems likely. To me. Bronze scales for Guardian and Book of Stabbing. We already have Static Discharge. We're so set up to beat Book of Stabbing. I'm just gonna take it. It's just a good relic. I don't know. This seems close. Both of them ended up being equivalent with how the fight played out. I could take a leap, it's allowed. Do I still want double elite? I think so. Don't really have an upgrade. Static Discharge. Static Discharge is an okay upgrade. Ancient Potion's okay against Gremlin Knob. Mango Boy, thanks for the 10 months. Trick Grandpa, thanks for the 5 months. You're welcome. Return my gold, please. I still want Go for the Eyes to be a good card every time I'm offered it. This might be a Streamline? Or like Norbert? Maybe Streamline makes Go for the Eyes. It makes Snack Oil good. I have an okay potion for this fight. Band Command should give the chatter one last message. What if they just never send it though? Didn't dual casting like Nord always be the better play than keeping it? No. I'm not reading the rest of what you asked. 3 times n is not always less than 16, and neither is 3 times n plus 8. So often you're like striking instead of... Shit. Dual casting, which means you're doing 3 times n plus 6. Claw is here. Why do you cause me so much harm, Slay the Spire? I feel so bad when I play you sometimes, and yet I keep playing you. I can't afford Apotheosis. I could buy a strength potion to make a gremlin, but slightly less deadly. I'm okay in that fight though, actually. I'm just gonna card remove. What buff would make Claw attractive to me? Claw has always been attractive to me. It's a beautiful card. It is not true that I never take Claw. That is transparent slander. How dare you? Alright. You have to rest before Guardian, I guess. I'll take one of these, maybe? I could also take Recursion with my Dark Orb with the Guardian fight. Do I have to do that as well? I'll just lose if I have to do that. I very often take Claw. If you have never seen me take Claw, perhaps it is because you watch the YouTube runs, which make it past Act 1. That's not on me. That's on you. I don't really want to waste Centennial Puzzle by playing Rainbow, but I do want to play Rainbow. I feel like Streamlands got me covered here. Any predictions for Slay the Spire 2? If you're curious about my Slay the Spire 2 thoughts, you can check them out by going to untapped.gg. And then you can, like, browse the website. And give me, like, what about Bully? Check this card out. Oh shit! Look at what Jorbs thinks. Oh my god! There's Baylor's opinion. Well, huh? Why is it captured twice? Technology is a strange thing. Should I play Streamline? I guess I can just do this one. I like how my cat's so prominently featured. Me too. Out the sign. Thank you for the 10 months. Appreciate it. Does the website include Zephyr's opinion of cards? Not yet. Kind of want to take Meteor Strike. Meteor Strike lets Snecko Eye bail me out, which feels like enough of a reason to take a curse to me. Can't believe that didn't work. Well, there's only one thing I can click here, I think. Seek plus, self-repair plus, capacitor plus. Don't hate it. Transform Meteor Strike. Maybe? Maybe I was meant to. It's not that hard for Meteor Strike to be good. What is my streak right now? Well, they stopped letting me do the local school. So I've been doing the grocery store. I think kids went back after summer. Drafter, a cycle, or turbo would be a good idea. See what I can do. Arguably not perfect. Look, we made it through the fight, okay? Aggregate? The problem with aggregate is it's... Okay, if I draw Seek Plus in my opener, there'll be 13 cards. And then I Seek for aggregate, and then I play aggregate, it makes me 1 net energy. I could really use energy, but I don't think that one actually works at the moment, unfortunately. Maybe should I go for the eyes? Every time I'm offered go for the eyes, I'm like, maybe? What if I did, though? Under 2,500 minutes remain before Slay the Spire 2. That is wild. I have played over 10,000 hours of this game, yeah. Imagine what else I could have done with that time. Could have played 10,000 hours of XCOM, for example. I'm very bad at channeling orbs, which makes the dark orb a lot less good. But when it does channel later this week, it will deal a lot of damage. Does kind of feel like I'm using this Regal Pillow. Like there. But I have a lot of respect for Noloth's gift. It gives you more than 3 times as many rares, I'm pretty sure. I think like a Fission Plus in this deck or something could help. He's RE. Yeah, that sounds like about right, Palmadron. Good attempt on good attempt on that one. Could have made $75,000 pre-tax from working a minimum wage job. Is that it? The minimum wage is a lot higher where I live than that. Pillow can keep a run from losing. Gift can make a run win. That's very, like, ancient wisdom of you. I found Turbo. It's against Cool-Headed. I'm pretty sure I still take it. It's kind of a good Cool-Headed. Oh god. This is just an elite fight. Alright, cool. Should have actually thought more. I'm pretty sure this ends up being lethal somehow, but maybe I should have worked out exactly how before I got this far. Like this. Hey, not a bad floor in the end. Darkness, just to be able to channel orbs, is certainly an idea. I still don't know what happens if I abandon after beating the heart now. Is there a run outcome that is neither win nor lose? That's also very ancient wisdom. Gishu. There's victory question mark. I think different people have different opinions over whether that is winning or losing. Who's the boss? Maybe I should take this darkness. I have a compile driver. That's a reason to care about it. I could actually upgrade Rainbow in this deck. Upgrade Rainbow would be a way to put Channel Dark Orb in your deck. without having to take darkness. I don't know how much I dislike taking darkness, though. A little bit. Enough that I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna take it. Darkness just to channel orb sounds like regretting skipping recursion. I am not regretting skipping recursion. I'd like to see the Fend do that. Soft-like count as neither win nor loss. I would count it as not having concluded the run. Man, the fight was going well. It's fine. Buffer. Is that from Gift? No. I will take Buffer in an Automaton Act. That sounds like a good idea. I'm definitely taking Ritual Dagger. We'll take a Lantern. We'll take an Anchor. I want to fight this now. Get some potions. Let's do it. Ooh. The bomb? I have to decide Panache or Apotheosis. There are some strong arguments for Panache being good in this fight. I think I have to take Apotheosis, though. I think the problem with Panache is that I'm not getting hit because I picked up Anchor. I need something that will work next turn. But if I only have 5 cards, there's no, like, guarantee that Panache does anything at all. Alright, ouch. It's fine. Apotheosis does stack Ritual Dagger more. That isn't why I picked it, but I did consider it. Oh. Okay, what do I got? Void and Meteor Strike. Okay, I don't think that's very good. I don't know, Gremlin Leader is hard to beat. I get Void Compile Driver, I think. Streamline's just out here doing its best, okay? It's actually fine to get attacked next turn. Are we? I hope that's true. Did we win? I not only won, I stacked Ritual Dagger. Self-repairs in play. Oh, ultimate victory. Sir D-Bag! Thank you for the 57 months, I appreciate it. Hey, I found fishing. Is this also not from Gift? Pull it together, Gift. Whack? Might die to these. Turbo. 35 damage. Ooh, let's do this first. Chill fishing is kind of a wild option. I don't know if that one's any good. Chill streamline? Block for 19, take 22. Weak. I get a bunch of cards next turn? Chill ring. Like that more. This way I don't get a ton of cards next turn though. Timers until the release of Slay the Spire 2, the much awaited sequel to Slay the Spire 1. Would be cool if the enemies would stop. Just, yeah. Just stop, I guess. Got one more energy. I'll say turbo. Okay. I gotta decide whether this beats the other fight. We go for it, right? Good lord, that is a bad first hand. Turn 2 is not that much better. Got a bad feeling? I think we're okay, actually. Our deck has some pretty broken stuff in it, and when we draw this many cards, I think we get to do some of it. Huh. Just like waiting for my brain to work out how I win. I'm sure we'll get there soon. It's a lot of wounds. I'd actually grab a wound here. Do the other cards matter? 15. Ooh, maybe they do. 20. Maybe I have to get this. Woo! How much strength did Grumlab have there? I wasn't looking. I was assuming if it didn't die, I was dead. Saves you from having to read numbers. All strength. That's a lot of strength. Was that calculated or lucky? Calculated, I think. I'm pretty sure I drew all of the good cards at the absolute bottom of my deck. That was actually a fairly below average outcome from the fight. I've got a peace pipe now. Weird. We do have Strike Dummy Meteor Strike. I could take a recursion, make the Meteor Strike slightly more infinite. You've never seen that lethal. It was just like playing all my cards. I don't even know if I would call it a lethal. It's just the thing the deck could do, and it is a big enough number. It's not an incredibly large number, but it's a big enough number. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Kind of want a toke. Abacus Flash of Steel? Stops me from card removing. Welcome, toke, or upgrade, buffer, or dagger. Those are the two options. Thanks for the raid, Surge! Surge, I don't even think it's dark. Surge, I think you're on the same time zone as me. Hope you're doing well. How excited are we all about the release of Slay the Spire 2? A lot of you are probably wondering what's been going on the stream so far today. Let me show you. There's no way that this will crash. This is a word cloud for the stream so far. And these are the messages you've missed. There you go. This will help you get caught up to what's been going on. Is that every chat message? No, I don't think so. Who could really say? I guess we could look at them all and see. I had some issues with it crashing and freezing, and then just being stuck on the screen and never going away. Which I think I fixed. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Oh, there it goes. Okay, we're good, we're good. I do kind of want the abacus. The abacus. I don't know what the point is of having the abacus if I don't also have Flash of Steel, though. I don't really know what the point is of doing that if I don't have some other things. I have to go for an last gift, a Regal Pillow, which I think I'm going to be missing very shortly. I do have Meteor Strike Compile Driver. I don't have another card draw. Does Ceramic Fish get me there? Ceramic Fish is really close to getting me there, isn't it? That's kind of fun. Maybe I could have taken a card and had enough. I'm very hyped for Slay the Spire 2. I'm not a person who gets super hyped about things, though. So, while I am hyped about it, I wouldn't say I'm like a 10. I'm not like running around naked or anything. I assume that's what people do when they hit 10 level hype. Wouldn't know. Meteor Strike, Dual Cast, Compile Driver, Flash of Steel, Zap, Darkness. Feels like too many cards. Wait, Infinite is lacking like 3 card removes and 2 upgrades or something like that. Eyeballing it. But I don't necessarily need to be infinite if I have an Abacus and like 3 Plasma Orbs and 2 card draws. I think the Abacus does a lot for me. I'm worried about dying. I could regen pots. Regen pot instead of rest or something like that? Kinda makes sense. And that way here, I can token another defend, or I can do something else. I've also gotten duplication potion for capacitor. That would make this coming fight easier. Trivia night was good. Had a good time. It was time to get rid of Streamline, actually. Or Rip and Tear. Rip and Tear might be worse than Streamline. Especially in this fight with random enemy targeting. What's the infinite? It doesn't exist yet. But it might someday. I've got one of these, you see. How much money would Ceramic Fish have to give me for me to be happy about it? I'm just a very happy person. Just generally pretty pleased with, you know, maybe not the state of the world is a greater thing, but my place in it is okay. I arrived late, so we had already chosen our trivia name when I got there. It was not Twitch chat, no, but that is a great suggestion. Maybe I'll do that one next time. I want to dual cast. Probably. Seems okay. I guess I should do this first. Are we doing the Greek myths through the lens of feminism? I'm into it. Okay, this is the not infinite. It's not terrible. Like, it's not infinite, but it's also, like, kind of sweet. Only 41 hours remain. How's it going, Crep? None of these are Meteor Strike. Uh-oh. Maybe I meant to do this but not plays up? I could see that. I saved my buffer stack? I didn't even think about that. Maybe I could have saved my buffer stack. I don't think I need to. It's actually a great trivia name, thank you. I think we just barely got there. I don't know. This robot thing seems angry. One swift potion. Those are pretty good cards. None of them interact in any sort of favorable way with the thing I'm doing. Maybe I take them anyway. Take Electro for Reptimencer. I do have Fission, which makes Electro a lot better. Could take Biased Cog just because Biased Cog. Certainly a reason to take Biased Cog. They all remove themselves from our deck, so none of them, like, super get in the way of going infinite. Just a matter of which one helps the most. I feel like it's biased cog. I already saw orange pellets. Interesting. Changes it slightly? Maybe? Is time eater difficult? I hope not. I'm just gonna take a core surge. I'm gonna take a runic pyramid. There really isn't like a complicated reason for that. It's just runic pyramid. Shut. That's not many campfires. I wish there were more ways to remove cards in this act than there are. You do Zethrini. In general, not 100% of the time, most of the time in this game, interactions like that favor the player. Pretty much everything works the way that you, the player, would hope that it would work. It's a nice way to do the design. My opinion. Ouch. That's a lot of incoming damage. Be efficient. Just need 2 energy into reinforced body. Wait. This does not mean that Fairy Bottle will heal you if you have Mark of the Bloom. Well, that one's not, that one isn't, like, confusing, right? That's not... There's no way that you could rule that in favor of the player. It just says you can't heal, so your health can't go up. Maybe there's a way you could rule that in favor of the player somehow. But yeah, it does not happen. It feels like this should be less difficult than it is. Definitely missing some upgrades. 31. I play a reinforced for 4 and do like this. Darklings can be a bit of a pain. It's okay though. Streamline's here to save the day. We then this fight for the next 41 hours. That'd be one way to pass the time. Alright, still at 67. Heat sinks plus. I don't think I have the energy for that. Self-repair 2. Not that into it.